So this is our final module, module 9, and the course is on the medication management for patients and caregivers. So module 9, we're going to be talking about the practical tools and resources for medication management. Some of these I've shown you already, but we'd just like to go over it again so that you know that you have everything you need for your medication management for yourself or for a loved one that you are taking care of. So this is brought to you by my web pharmacist. It's a community. You can join us at school.com/slash my web pharmacist. We support women and men 40 plus in safely managing theirs and their loved ones' medications, minimizing risks from side effects and interactions. And because we know that weight loss is also a very important part of our healthy lifestyle, we have a signature program for weight loss. We have 5 different programs you can participate in, whichever one suits you. And they are innovative weight loss programs with the intent that you lose 10 to 20 pounds in the next 30 to 90 days if you pick any of them. So that you can find in school.com/slash my web pharmacist, and you just let us know and we'll work with you. And so, who is this course for? That's that. And the course objective from the beginning has been to empower patients and caregivers to safely manage their medications, improve understanding of medication use and adherence, build skills to prevent medication errors and manage side effects, promote active participation in healthcare decisions. We've said this time and again, we want the patients to be active participants. We don't want you to just, you know, gobble up whatever you're given. You should know why you're taking these medications. They are not food, they are medications and can be harmful if not taken correctly, but can be very good and helpful if taken correctly. So, Module 9, we're going to be talking about the practical tools and resources for medication management. So, without much further ado, let's move into that. So, there are many mobile apps and tools for medication tracking. So, you can download them to your phone, but just having a simple journal is also good so that you don't have too many tech things, beeping and you know telling. So, just a calendar. You have a regular calendar that we all use, and just have a special calendar for your medications, which you can just look at. Now, the best, in my own opinion, the best tool I have, you can, is this drugs.com website. I just love it because I've seen other websites, but I just love the drugs.com website. You can you can download their apps. So there are some trusted online resources for medications. Excuse me. So we have the FDA website, Mayo Clinic. They have loads and loads of, excuse me, loads and loads of information. Then drugs.com, like I told you, we have WebMD, but I still love drugs.com because they have so many official websites that are giving them information. It's always good to, anytime you get your medications, you can go there, you can do your pill identification, and let me show you that. So when you're on this drugs.com website, this part is the part I showed you before for your medication profile. However, You could go to pill identifier. Now, there was something I wanted to share, which I don't think I shared before, about the pill identifier. Okay, so it will ask you to agree and everything. But when you're doing a pill identification, it is very important that you put as much information as possible. I've seen people just put one number or two, and not give much information. It doesn't help because when you do that, there'll be multiple medications that will come up. So if you have a pill, now over the counter medications usually, from my experience, don't have identifications on them. They don't have any numbers on them. So I would advise that over the counter medications should be kept in the manufacturer's bottle because once you take it out, nobody knows what it is. So those are the medications you buy over the counter. However, medications that are prescription medications in the United States must have identification. It might have a logo, it might have some numbers, it might have some letters, but they have identification. So what you do is when you want to identify your pill, you don't know what it is. Just click on here, put whatever imprint or number is there. If it's a color, if you're not sure of the color, you could leave that. But shape, if it's round, you say it's round, you say everything is here. You can just pick it, right? So, right, and then if there are numbers on both sides, write both. So, for example, this one has 93 here. You write 93, and it on the other side of the pill it has 5510. You write 5510. That will help them identify the right pill. Because if you write just 993 and you don't write 5510, there might be hundreds of medications that will come up. So give as much information as you can when you are searching for a medication. You want to know the identification. So, because I've seen it where they don't check. Now, there's the interaction checker here, which is like the other sites where they just check the interactions, but it is not as good as when you actually have your med profile, which I showed you. The med profile, you can check your medications against your health conditions and against your allergies and against food. Now, when you go to just the interaction checker, it doesn't include all the details. It's not personal to you. So that's why I always tell people create your own profile. And there's so much information that you can get here. But I always, want people to create their own medication profile, and that's where you go to drugs.com/med notes. And as I told you before, this is just one I created just for the purpose of teaching you how to do this. So you can write the number of drugs you take, your health conditions, your allergies, and it will give you a report on, whether there's any interaction, what are the side effects, and things like that. You have here, you could put your reminders that will help you, and you can have notes. You can write notes to yourself. And all this can be put into an app. And each time the doctor adds a new medication, you can add it here and it will check to see if there's any interaction with what you are taking already or any interaction with your health condition or allergies. So this is a wonderful website and you can get the app on your phone. So then support groups and community resources. So the online and local groups for patients and caregivers. Um, I know Facebook is very good for support groups. So you can search for Facebook groups. Um, you can also ask the doctor's office. They will tell you the local groups in your area. Um, so you can get community resources. There's more than enough information at the doctor's office, and there's also peer support in medication management. So sometimes there are a group of people, maybe caregivers or patients who have the same ailment. They usually have some groups. Now, financial help for medications. This is very important. So you can explore discount programs and insurance benefits. If you have insurance, sometimes, and this is important, when you're choosing an insurance company for your medications, health insurance, before you choose, they will have a portion that tells you which medications they cover as tier one, probably zero copay. Tier two might be a percent. Each health insurance company is different. So before choosing anyone, no matter how nice their marketing is, go to the drug list and make sure the medications you are taking is on their list. Sometimes it might be on their list, but they make you pay the full price. Sometimes it's on their list, but they say, oh, you must try something first. So these are all the things you have to check. Always, because I see so many people, they change to a new insurance and the new insurance does not cover what they've been taking. They want them to take something different. If what you are taking is working, you might not want to change. So these are important things you should go through before choosing any health insurance. Look at their medication list. If you can't find it, ask. Make sure that the medications you are taking, your maintenance medications that you are taking, make sure they are on the list and check the price. Is it going to be more expensive than when you were taking it before? And when you were the insurance you were using before? All these are so important. So then generics are typically cheaper than the brand name, and they are expected to work the same way. So psychologically, you might say, oh, brand name is better, but no, they are expected to work the same way. Sometimes even the generic is made by the same person who manufactures the brand. They just put one as the brand name and the other as the generic. Sometimes they are coming out from the same factory. Now, there are assistant programs for expensive medications. Now, a lot of the new brand name medications, when you go to you write the brand name, just write the brand name and put .com. Whatever, I don't want to mention any brand name here, but once you put the brand name .com, it will take you to the manufacturer's website, and usually there's a coupon that will help you reduce your copay. Sometimes even as low as zero, but many of them will require that your um, health insurance covers part of it, and then they will cover the rest. So sometimes when you see them say, oh, you have only a $5 copay, they advertise this for those who have some kind of commercial insurance. And then many of them would not cover for some government insurances. So always try to find out the most all this information. And if the doctor prescribes an expensive medication, always ask the doctor, is there a generic alternative that I can use? So it's always important to, talk to the doctor about that. Now, there are some like this, there are some coupons. There's something called Good RX, and there's this one called Single Care. This single care is the one I usually use. Good RX is good too, but single care, if you don't have insurance, or if your insurance copay is too high and you don't want to use it, you can use this single care. And it's not an insurance, but you can save up to 80% on your prescriptions. And I've seen it. So this particular card can be used by as many people as possible. So it was given to me by the company Single Care. So you can use this same card can be used by multiple people, even in the same family. So just take a picture of this It's single care pharmacy saving cards. Take a picture. Here's the authorization number, the bin number, the group number, and the PCN number. Give this to your pharmacy. This authorization number is going to be used as your ID card, number most likely. But just use this, and it always brings down your copay. It's fantastic. I've seen up to 80%. It can bring down a copy of your medications to up to 80%. So just take a snapshot of this either on your phone or from where, and keep it handy. Anytime you go to the pharmacy, just ask them, show them this, and they know how to put it into their computers to give you a good price. So that is that. And so, in conclusion, so that is the end of our um, workshop or training for medication management for patients and caregivers. If you have any questions, just um, reach out to us at school.com/mywebpharmacist. And any questions you have, just send me a direct message in the community. And again, we support women and men 40 plus in safely managing theirs and their loved ones' medications, minimizing risk from side effects and interactions. We also have weight loss programs, 5 different ones you can choose from. They are modern weight loss programs, innovative, and we want it to suit you. So you can pick from any of the ones we offer you, and the intent is to help you lose 10 to 20 pounds in 30 to 90 days. And this is a very tried and tested weight loss program, and we'll pick whichever one works best with you. So, for those who want to have a review and practical application, just join us in in school.com/my web pharmacist, and there we'll be able to apply it in real life. Bring your patient, we can work one-on-one with you. And if most of you will be able to do this on your own, you don't need one-on-one attention. But if you want that, let us know, and we can see if we can work with you and the best way that um, we can help you achieve your goals. So thank you very much for being with us from module 1 to module 9, and we love your feedback. And thanks again. Bye.